Good. What's good, y'all, man? We back with another episode of the No Filter Podcast, man. Y'all know it's your boy 3.
Vex in the building, man.
And we got another guest, man. Another week, another guest, man. I ain't even about to take too much time, man. We're going to go ahead and tee off this podcast with a homie of mine, Tyler Bruno. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, family? Tyler Bruno, golf creator and golf historian. Coming here, drop a little knowledge on my boys and talk about a little golf.
I didn't even know that they had golf historians.
Me either. First of its kind.
We got a trailblazer in here, huh?
Facts.
Yeah.
Gotta be different.
I feel you gotta be different. Gotta be, you know. I think the best way to start this off is how did you even get into golf? Was it Tiger Woods? Was it seeing the black man up there when you was growing up?
Man,
let me get into it.
When Tiger was good, I was young, bro. I was young as hell. So not really Tiger. It was really seeing my pops out there with the old heads, clowning around, smoking cigars, clowning each other, getting away from their wives and stuff. And that's what made me fall in love with the game at 8, and ever since then I've been hooked.
8. So you've been playing for a while?
For a while. I ain't been good for a while. I've been playing for a while.
Yeah, I got you. I thought it might have been, golf one of them sports you could play for forever. And height, weight, shape, being in shape, stuff don't matter as long as you got the right swing.
Facts.
You could.
And that's the thing a lot of people don't realize is it's really tiring. It really takes a lot out of you, but anybody can play. Yeah. That's what I've been pushing. Anybody could do this, and it's really a valuable skill for real.
You take me out there on that course?
Yeah, hell yeah, we took you out on that course. Ain't nothing.
No cameras though. Ain't no recording. Y'all ain't gonna get me looking bad.
No. You gotta see the progression in there. You gotta see the progression in there.
What you got?
I would say I don't know why, but this is the question that popped in my head. If you was to I feel like the best thing for the black community or young black boys is to get them active, because I feel like a lot of young black boys don't be active, but 9 times out of 10 is because they don't have that opportunity. How would you get black kids involved in golf? Because I feel like golf one of them sports where as a black kid growing up, you don't think I could be a golfer.
Yeah,
that's just not something.
Yeah,
it's usually football, basketball.
Exactly. And that's a great point, Gigi, when you talk about accessibility to the game. We could easily go play basketball right now. It don't cost nothing.
Just
absolutely nothing. Football, we can do that right now. Track, y'all ran track. It takes nothing to go run outside. Golf, you need skill and you need money. Those 2 things are very tough to do in the black community, especially in the inner city.
Yeah.
So what I would do is programs like the First Tee need to be a little bit more expanding to the inner city, and they actually need to go to the inner city and talk to these kids and explain to them the game.
You said the First Tee?
Yeah, the First Tee.
If you want to explain what that is?
So the First Tee is a non-profit organization that helps broaden the game to the inner city and make it more accessible. But sometimes they get caught up with not actually going to the kids, because sometimes those kids can't come to the course. Yeah. There's projects right outside the course that I grew up playing. Those kids grew up in those projects, don't know what's going on the other side of the fence. And the First Tee should go in those projects, go into those housing, authorities and be like, hey, this game could be something y'all can play too. Yeah. You got Tiger Woods, you got Chase Johnson, you got Marcus Bird. They got a lot of black people who you can see on TV and be just like them, just like y'all want to be LeBron, y'all want to be Kobe, y'all want to be Allen Iverson.
Oh, that's facts. Because I grew up and I had a golf course right around me, and I ain't never... We didn't been on there but we played football. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Right.
We was on football there. We didn't even think of playing golf growing up.
Exactly.
And Tiger Woods, like I said, he was big then.
Right.
And so we just never even thought of playing golf though.
Yeah. Exactly. And Tiger brought a swag to the game, but it wasn't nothing that was appealing like how Allen Iverson had the tattoos and the headband. That
nobody who looked like them.
Right.
Represent them.
Exactly. And I wanted somebody to represent me, and I'm seeing that a lot now. We got a guy, Kamayu Johnson. He kind of grew up just like that. Grew up outside of a golf course. The lady who was a pro over there taught him how to play. Yeah. But he kind of fits our mold. He wears Jordans. He does stuff like that.
So do you feel like there's a golf dress code? Because people feel like there's a dress code. You think there's a dress code you need to wear?
For me, it's not.
No?
For me, it's not. I would be looked down upon if I went to the course just like this.
Yeah.
Just because of the J's. Everything else is good. But for me, no. But when you get on tour and you get other places, you see guys kind of dial down what their actual swag is.
Yeah.
Because, man, Tiger Woods could swag, bro. Tiger Woods could swag. But he was playing at a time where he couldn't really wear it like that. I mean, he was the biggest Nike athlete. I mean, he could wear what he wanted. So I feel like a part of that is a problem too. Because
at one point, Tiger was the highest paid athlete in the world.
Yeah.
Like.
Right. He made over. Shoot, I think they said $500 million off of just endorsements. Yeah. Like, that's insane. And I feel like if people can be more themselves playing the sport, more people would play. So that's another problem.
And so. Let's see. If Tiger wasn't really your dad was the one who you looked up to, but professionally, was there anybody who you looked up to and kind of wanted to? Man, can you like place your game after somebody, or
place my game after somebody? Like, if I was that good,
that's what I mean. Cause like, you know how in basketball you can have like somebody do a move, so you do this move like this person. Can you even do that in golf? And if so, like, who would it be?
To be honest, and this is kind of crazy because a lot of people look at me funny when I say this, but man, Ricky Fowler was somebody who I really wanted to be like. He wore a lot of loud clothes. He was young. He rode dirt bikes. He kind of broke the mold.
He just did what he wanted to. He did what he wanted to do. On the course.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, you got a brand like Puma who supported him through all of it, and they actually pushed him to another realm. I would be somebody I'd model my game after, especially as hitting the ball long and short game is really good. But he's light years better than me, but that's one person that I try to model my swing after a lot.
Let's see. What's the average score usually looking like with you on the course?
Man, now, since I'm going through a swing change, I'm like in high 70s, low 70s on a good day. I have yet to break 70. That's like
lifetime?
Yeah, lifetime.
I'm going to break 70 before you.
Probably will.
Get into it.
As much as I'm finding the water right now, you probably will. Get
into it, man.
But it's like once you get on the course, you have this mind frame. You're like, okay, I'm going to go for this score. But golf is so up and down, man. Yeah. It's just like, it's just kind of one of those sports. And my dad told me this, golf is a sport you'll never learn how to play. You just like, it's always going to be something that you can be taught or something that could be different. And that's not like any other sport. Like basketball, you can get really good at basketball. You can get really good at getting out the blocks and doing stuff like that. Golf, you can be good tomorrow, then a week later, you probably couldn't get the ball off the ground.
Yeah, it's a little slump.
It's a slump. And, pros go through that. A lot of pros go through that.
What you
it's just something they got to do.
What makes you the most consistent? Is it like handling pressure? Is it repetitiveness to where you have confidence?
I'm not trying to swing for the fences. I'll try to keep the ball right in front of me. I mean, everybody goes out there, like I play with friends now, I don't want to hit the ball 300 yards. I don't want to hit the ball 300 yards. I want to put it in the fairway and just give me another shot.
Hit it at 250.
Right, exactly. It's just, it's consistency. It's just kind of find something that works for me. And like I tell everybody, swing your swing. Don't try to swing like Tiger. Don't try to swing like Roy. Swing like you.
What's comfortable.
It was comfortable. Because once you do that, you can find your own path. Like, I got a very unorthodox swing now. But it works for me. And I don't go on the course and be nervous and be like, oh, people looking at me. I look stupid. No, it's just like, it works for me. So that's kind of what I'm kind of rolling with.
What about you? Kind of big. Do shoulders get stiff or is it more, what you use when you, is it hips, shoulders, back?
It's a
educate me.
It's a lot of hands.
Hands.
Okay. It's a lot of hands. Cause the way you have to almost put your hands in, so you almost interlocking like this. So when you want to swing, you want to have at least 1 to 2 knuckles showing. So what people think when they swing, they coming straight here, and so they breaking their elbow. Everything is here.
Oh, it's just wrist.
It's just
the wrist.
Straight wrist.
Okay.
So when you come here and you're breaking your wrist, then you can come back, and then when you follow through. Bring everything together, have your forearms touching, and then through. And then all your power is on your back leg. So when you're coming back, all your power should generate here. You should have nothing on this leg. This should almost be a dead leg almost.
Okay.
So all the power is generating here. So you're using muscles you can't really think about So when I go in the gym and I work out, I do try to like do explosive movements, something that I can explode through. Instead of going in the gym, I'm not going in there and like curling all this type of weight because you don't really need to be that strong. Because now you stiff, you can't move and everything like that.
It's not as fluid.
Right, but I do have a football background, so I want to lift heavy. Yeah, and then sometimes it hurts. Yeah, just, it's like you want to lift big, you want to look big, but it's just like when you get on the course, it doesn't help.
It's gonna benefit what I'm trying to work out for.
Exactly. I got a friend, Jake Walker. He's like 160, but toothpick. Hit the ball like 315 every time.
I think you said the other day about who's that golfer who was saying he don't even lift anymore.
Right, Keegan Bradley. He said he don't even lift. Yeah, it doesn't even work for him. It's just like straight mobility. Straight mobility.
Gotta be fluid with it.
Facts.
Speaking of fluid, man, let's talk about how you then made your way into the, would it be influencer?
I don't even like saying that, man. You know what I am, man? I'm a historian, bro. I'm a historian because, like, everything that I'm doing... Well, first, let me tell you how I get into it. So, I started my professional golf career as far as, like, writing with the Joseph Bartholomew story. You know a little bit about this. You're from New Orleans. He was the first black golf architect to build courses throughout New Orleans. I pitched the idea to the PGA Tour. They loved it. They fell in love with it. They came here for the Zurich Classic. I had Jacques Slade, who's a really big content creator. He kind of showed me the ropes and stuff like that. I helped, put some things together in place. We went to NEOWs, we went to politics, talked to a few people. Then after that story, man, everything just kind of tumbled on its own, man. I mean, it was on Golf Channel. I mean, Jacques Slade went everywhere.
They had him in the bars and all that.
Yeah, had him in the bars.
For real.
Man, I had family members eating wings, watching LSU game on the side of the channel. They had my face on there. They sending pictures and felt like a celebrity. Cause, Lafayette not that big, so everybody was talking about me. Then it just kind of tumbled from there, and man, now I'm with Puma doing good things.
Think about that. How did that come about? Did somebody from Puma reach out to you?
Yeah, so guy reached out to me, Andres Duplantis. He does collaboration for Puma. He's actually from Lafayette. So
he with that Duplantis.
Yeah. So he came and he approached me and he said he saw me on the Golf Channel and loved what I was doing. I told him a little bit about what I was doing. He put me in front of the right people. Miss Shiv Howard, shout out to you. She's with she's the manager of marketing for Puma. She believed in what I was doing and they want me to push stories. Got a few stories coming out with them that hopefully we can put some schedules together and get some things rolling.
Yeah. So you want to speak on that?
Okay. When you do your stories, it's just you write them.
So I try to get down to the bottom of the what make these people who they are. Like everybody has a story. You have a story and you have a story. But the stories that y'all haven't told anybody. There's certain battles that y'all been battling, whether that's internally or externally, that make you who you are. Each person have attributes that make them who they are, that therefore transfers into their work. So I want to know what makes you that person. And that's what I do when I get down to the bottom of the story. When I'm doing golf story, I don't want to know about golf. Everybody knows about that. What makes you who you are? What makes you...
So it's like a last dance, but like golf.
Exactly.
You getting into it.
I'm getting into it. Because like everybody knows the history about you good at golf. Like you didn't get pro on accident.
Yeah.
But what about them nights when you was hitting golf balls, like Michael Jordan was shooting 100 shots at night nobody knew about? How did that make you get to this point?
And like you were saying with the Joseph Bartholomew, go back to him. He was building these golf courses. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was building these golf courses knowing he would never be able to play.
Would never play. I mean, you building something that you know tomorrow when it's done, they're going to tell me I can't play. You pass through this every day and you know you can't play there. It takes another strength of a man, especially a black man, to be like, I'm going to put all my pride aside, build this, make money for my family. Because I need to, and I know what that's going to do for my career, regardless of if I get the recognition or not. I mean, the man didn't really get recognized till he was, later in age, and I don't like that fact that nobody really recognized. He's been passed now.
Give you flowers while you're alive.
Right, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, my great-grandmother was the first black to integrate in the UL. And she died before she even got a chance to tell her story. I never wanted nobody to feel like that no more. So that's why I try to keep pushing stories and pushing people's outlook on life. And a lot of people want to hear it, man. And I'm the only black who's doing this. Right, nobody else black that's doing nothing in history. So, to UL, my history degree did finally pay out. Thank y'all.
They say degrees ain't worth it. Come on, man. We teach education on the podcast,
man.
You ever think about, like, if you got the opportunity, because you do kind of got more connections now, you ever think about finding those people who you want to do stories about and maybe doing, like, going on the golf course and being mic'd up or something like that, or doing, like, a one-on-one podcast?
Right.
And then after you done had the conversation, you could mix your research with your actual conversation and then have something more personal for your storytelling. That way, even when it do go down in history and they can see like the evolution of your story and other people's story.
Right.
You know, it'll be more personal and they'll be like, oh, like he really was a trailblazer.
Right,
like,
exactly.
He was chasing something that nobody else was chasing.
Exactly. And that's why I look up to what y'all doing. For real. Because y'all putting things together. I know I be giving a grief all the time, but I really admire what y'all do because y'all really putting stuff together that, a lot of people look down on, but it's like, why y'all pushing out content like that? Like, nobody's gonna watch it. But somebody, when y'all find that angle where y'all want, that is gonna take off, but y'all can see the progression and everything like that. And a person like me that's kind of quiet and really doesn't talk that much, it's hard for me to do the on-camera appearances sometimes because it's like certain things bother me. I'd be like, I don't want to talk about this. Like, I'd rather be behind the scenes.
Hey, look, man, tell Puma for like $3K a year, $5K a year. I'll be there with you. I'll get the conversations going.
Money
you got to go. I don't even need that much. 5K.
5K. That's it.
That's all I need. The whole year. 5K. The whole year.
I think we can make something like that.
I'll tell you, if they give me 5K the whole year, I'll be there with you.
You
appearances. I just be talking to the people. I can talk to
Michael, I'm not comfortable with that question.
I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah, man, I'll talk to the people, man. We can get you the podcast. I'll be the voice. You be the hero, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, little baby dirt. Nah, fact, and that's why, I want to have people like y'all on my golf channel to bring y'all out because I feel like that's another part of accessibility to the game. It don't really stop at a certain age. Anybody can learn this game. Like, I can give y'all a set of clubs and we just go out there and talk about life. We probably be out there for about 4 or 5 hours talking about life because that's just what golf does. And it's something spiritual about it. I really can't tell nothing about it. Like, I could have the worst day ever. I go to that golf course, it's 100 degrees, a few beers in the speaker, and the Zen pouches, and I'm good. I'm good.
I feel like having hobbies is one of them things that's just healthy in general because, to be able to just detach from, the chaos of life is just something that's just...
Exactly.
Common about that.
And for a black man, y'all feel like we need something like that. The world already pressing down on us. Certain things don't work out. We need that. And y'all was college athletes, and I know that was probably it wasn't always a good breakaway, but sometimes it was a good breakaway from reality that I can really focus on this. And that's how I look at golf. And when I was in high school, I was on the golf team. They used to clown me. They was like, man, you're a nerd and all this other stuff. But, bro, now the same people were saying that, the same dudes was hitting me up talking about, man, let's go play. I want to play 18 with you. And I was like, I don't know.
So who is somebody, who you've played with?
Big who I've played with?
Yeah, who's somebody who you, let's put it okay, give you two. Who's somebody who you've played with already who was this was a really good time playing with them?
Right.
And who's somebody who you would want to play with?
So I'm not even gonna say nobody who's famous. The great time that I had playing with is the guy who believed in me the most in my golf journey, which was my partner Jake Walker. Played with him, probably one of the best golfers I've ever played with. Really? I mean, he played at Central Baptist, Arkansas, and man, he believed in my journey when absolutely nobody did. I mean, bro, I didn't even have the correct golf clubs to even go out there. He gave me everything I needed to do. Nice. Showed me the game, and I really attribute a lot to him. I mean, I'm not gonna give him too much credit because he's gonna take that and run with it. But that was I'm not even gonna say nobody famous. I'm gonna say Jake Walker was probably the who I'd want to play with.
Yeah, anybody.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
It don't even have to be a golfer. They say Steph, MJ. Steph is really nice at golf.
You know who I want to play?
Who?
I want to play Gary Sheffield.
Gary Sheffield?
Gary Sheffield used to be for the Yankees. He's just swag. His swag is insane. And they said he's the best golfer, out of the athletes is what they said. Yeah. And if you're hearing this Gary Sheffield, I want to play.
We're gonna get into it. Like I said, we got Baby Jake coming with a He gonna be on the Drake song. We got him coming with Drake. And then we gonna get you on there with Gary Sheffield. We got the connections coming, man.
I need that.
We got the connections coming, man.
I need to be at MJ course playing for some money because I know MJ like to bet.
So. Ooh, we gonna take his money too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's crazy about this course?
Huh.
He has a course designed to his swing.
So I heard that.
Anything. So he's taking people money.
He's taking a handicap. Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't taking pros money. That's crazy. We ain't gonna take my money though. Forgot my wallet.
Pimping.
Look, I forgot my wallet.
You can't finesse. You can't finesse, baby.
I left something in the car and I'm speeding off. I'm going.
Let's see. Another thing I want to ask about. Like you said, you're doing the historian route, but you are signed with Puma. Run me through the Puma deal. How was that?
So the Puma deal is kind of crazy how it is because.
How'd you feel when they hit you up?
You
thought you was getting a prank?
Feel like I made it.
Thought you was getting pranked?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like I made it because like I really worked hard for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think it was gonna happen by accident. I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know when it was gonna happen. Yeah. But I still trusted, in the Lord that He was gonna put me in the right situation. And I feel like what Puma's doing. And not for them helping me out, but in giving me a platform, but them believing in a black kid means the world to me. And I mean, they believe in a lot of other black kids, like Chase Johnson is probably going to be one of the top players on the Corn Fair next year. And I'm speaking this into existence, Chase. You're going to be one of the best.
It's going to be on it.
I think them believing in somebody like him and them believing in somebody like me just to give me a chance to prove myself. Because I'm still young in the game. I don't have a lot of content out there, but I'm still trying to push myself out there. And for them to give me this opportunity to be like, hey, we're going to give you X, Y, and Z, and you create on your own. They're not handcuffing me. They want me to create meaningful content. And that's something that I really appreciate about them the most. But yeah, when they first reached out to me, now I feel like I made it. I really felt like my hard work really came out. Like all them days, people laughing at me for wanting to do history or talking about golf and stuff like that. It was kind of like it was a middle finger to a lot of people. But it really made me feel good. Like nah, bro, it's not luck. I really worked for this.
Just real quick, tell people how old you are.
Bro, I'm 24.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of people who feel like I'm in college now, I have my life together, or I graduated and I still don't know. You've been graduating for what, 2 years?
Going on year two.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of people feel like once they graduate from college, they got to know exactly right there what they're about to do. Give yourself some time, get you a job, and in your free time, figure out what you want to do, man. It's a lot of time out there.
No, it is. And this is one thing, you know my story. I originally wanted to go to law school. That didn't work out for me. But I didn't sit down and be like, I ain't gonna lie, I was depressed and hurting for a little while. That's why I say a lot of things like golf saved my life. It gave me something else to look forward to. It gave me another avenue to be myself. So just exactly what Rollins said. There's a lot of time out there. This is a marathon, bro. Like life is not a sprint. There's not 100-meter dash, bro. This is a marathon. So if you find that lane, which there's no traffic in your lane, if you stay in the lane that's meant for you, you can get it done.
Yep. And I fully agree with that. You feel like Puma will be able to get you some connections out there as far as playing with people?
Yeah.
Or creating content?
Yeah.
You got something cooking up?
No, 100%. Yeah, we got some stuff cooking up. We got a story that I'm trying to cook up with Chase Johnson to talk about his story and what makes him him. I want to reach out to a couple of other people on the Puma team. I want to get that round in with Ricky Fowler. I think I can give him a run for his money. Up until hole 5.
Are you betting? Or are you just playing with these people?
Man, nowadays, we talking about like when I'm playing with like athletes and stuff like
both, anytime. Like,
man, like when I'm playing with my partners, we gonna bet, we gonna put a little wager on it, nothing serious. But if I'm playing with like a pro or something like that, no, I'm not gonna put no money on the line. Like up until hole 5, like I said, up until hole 5. But for them, like with a lot of pros is longevity. Like for a lot of amateurs, it's like I want to do good with the first 6 holes, and I'm good with them. They like it's a steady pace, steady pace.
You stay consistent.
Exactly.
See who mess up first.
Exactly, and that's kind of what it is. It's almost like UFC and boxing. It's like whoever leave you wide open first is probably gonna be the one who's gonna get knocked out, and that's how they look at it. It's like, shoot, if you shooting all your bullets to begin with, it's like, okay, I see what you got already. So now I know how to play and what to do.
Yep. Well, there is strategy to golf.
Here's a strategy. Play the course.
Yeah.
Play the course. Never play the person on side of you. Because everybody, like I said earlier, everybody got their own swing. Everybody got their own stuff. Play the course, you're going to be good.
What's the nicest course you done played on?
The nicest course I didn't play there.
Where you was at? Which city? Because I would say, I asked another person this, and they said they wouldn't play it on a golf course. It was in Hawaii. They said it was really hard to play because it was windy. You know, like it was right on shore. But they said the sights and everything was beautiful to play on. Is there any course?
The nicest course I ever played in, man, y'all gonna laugh. Toledo Bend.
Toledo Bend?
I'm showing love to Louisiana.
Okay.
Toledo Bend has one of the nicest courses, bro.
What part of Louisiana?
There's a hole, that's Jeff Davis Parish, I believe. But there's a hole that you have is going out into the water. It's like when you swing it up and you can't even see the hole. All you see is just straight water. And that's probably a beautiful hole. But besides that, we played at a course in Destin.
Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miramar Beach. That was a nice course. But on my bucket list to play is probably TPC Sawgrass.
Okay. Where's that?
TPC Sawgrass. That's in Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville.
That's where the PGA headquarters is at.
Ooh. Man, you had a whole documentary on PGA. You was make some call. What?
Man,
something.
Somebody got to answer the phone now. I've been calling. Y'all got to answer.
You don't use them Puma Connects, bro.
I'm trying
to tell you,
baby steps. Baby steps.
Hey, I don't know about baby steps. I be taking leaps and bounds. As soon as I get through the door, where the top dog at?
What's going on?
I need the boss ball. As soon as I walk through the door, man.
Nah, man. I'm taking baby steps with it, bro. I'm having my fun at the bottom. Yeah. I'm having my fun at the bottom because I'm really starting to meet a lot of people, and I'm starting to know what the struggle is like. Like, bro, I'm a year into this, and I got a story.
Not even a full year, huh?
Not even a full year. I got a story with the PGA Tour, and I'm working with a major brand, and it's just like I've enjoyed everything. And how I know this is meant for me, I've ran into every single obstacle to get to this point. Yeah. Like shut doors, like everything, discouragement, and everything, and like keep praying, and doors just keep opening up. So it's like I'm gonna keep knocking the door down. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna
keep breaking barriers.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. What I wanted to say, like I said, trailblazer. Is there anything different you want to do? Like I feel you could probably take your contract with Puma, get some Puma athletes. You know, take them through a course, like 3-hole course, walk the course with them. Right. Give them some tips and talk to them about their sport or whatever it is they do. Like, you got anything like that in mind, and how you wanna affect the game? Yeah, something definitely like that is definitely trying to be in the works and trying to do something like that. Cause Puma does have a big brand, like with golf, especially since Ricky is like one of the high known people. But man, my biggest goal is to do a series down south and talk about all the discrimination stuff that happened with golf in the South, especially like older people. A tough name too. Like Untold Stories of Golf series down south. You do different stories, and then you could do something for the West. Yeah, exactly. Maybe the East Coast, like now I gotta give you a cut of the bread. You know, it's no bono, man. You know we good. You getting paid, I'm eating. All right, yeah, exactly. Nah, something definitely to do a story like that. I mean, I just had a meeting with ESPN yesterday, and they doing a story with Howard's golf team. Steph Curry just gave them all kind of money, and they gonna try to get me in the door to interview some of their athletes and talk about their story, stuff like that. That's nice. And that's in DC, so it's like I'm trying to hit everywhere. Like I'm going to LA in October. Yeah. Go and play with a few content creators and stuff out there. Going up to Puma headquarters. Hopefully, then we're gonna check out a UFC game. But I want to be all over. But I want to tell a story of my people because I play with like 5 or 6 older guys. Yeah. That when they used to come to the golf course, they had to caddy first before they could earn a chance to play at that certain golf course. It's like, and it's like they're not known, they're not popular, but their stories still matter. Yeah. So I definitely want to tell their stories first. But yeah, 100%, I need to get on the course with some of the Puma athletes and stuff. Cause man, like you said, I got this on hat. Puma's like they got some dope stuff that they're doing. And they got some even doper athletes that people need to know stuff about. So yeah, that's definitely on the agenda.
You feel like your golfing skills translate to mini golf?
Man, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what's crazy? This crazy. It's a YouTube group called Good. Yeah. You know them? They do not be playing the mini golf. That's what I'm saying. Man, I be watching them. Right. That's tough. I would do something like that, like a 1-hour video or something like that. That's nice.
Man, we gotta go out there to Houston. So Tiger got his own mini golf like it's nice. It's called Pop Stroke, and like it's really nice. Like good played over there, bro. I can't putt worth a damn. So and that's a struggle. Like a lot of people think about like hitting the ball off the tee is hard, bro. Putting the ball in that little cup is probably one of the toughest things to do. And probably not just, I ain't gonna lie. There's people, like my sister's better at mini golf than I am. It's just like, bro, golf don't have no boundaries. Anybody could be good, you know, either really quickly or really, you know, it just takes a little minute. But nah, man, I wish it would. Now, Top Golf, I'm good.
Good.
It's like hitting at the range.
Like
It's good. But with them little cheap clubs, they get you. You can't. But now people be laughing at me when I bring my own bag in. They
you like the people who bowl. You like the bowlers.
And I'm bringing my own ball. Yeah. So it's just like, people be looking at me funny. So I'm like, if I go with some golf guys and we bring our bags in, they don't really look at us. But if I'm going with my partners from who I grew up with, I'm walking in with my bag, everybody looking at me. I got J's on, jeans on that. Look at this dude. So, yeah.
The one dude who done took his girl on a date over there looking at Bruno like, bro, come on, bro.
Bro, no, that happened, bro. That happened. I went out there. We was hitting that guy on the first date. He teaching the girl how to hit. Me and my partner was out there stinging balls like into the interstate.
Now she looking at him.
Yeah, like she was over there looking at
you no more. You don't know how to golf for real.
Then she looking over. She was like, "How do I?" And he over there looking around like he mad. So it's like, yeah, that does happen, and it's kind of funny.
At that point, you done tested his manhood.
Yeah, now he mad. Now he gonna look up Tiger Woods videos when he get home. He like, I'm gonna show him something. Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, man, and like, look. I'm not an expert in this. It took me a while to get good because I started playing football first. Yeah. Then I stopped playing golf because...
We're going to touch on the football a little bit.
It wasn't cool, but now it's very cool to play golf now.
I mean, shoot, everything cool when you're making money. That's the thing. In high school, you wasn't making money off it, so people, you know, football, blah, blah, but then it's like now, as soon as they see, oh, you making money, oh, you can make money off this, they like, I didn't even know.
Exactly.
Now they want to spin the block.
But they got to be dedicated, though. It ain't gonna happen for you overnight. Like, y'all
all the golfers who I've talked to, they said, if they did know how to play golf now, they would not get into the game.
Right.
Because they like, it's just so much time, and there's like, to get to the level they at, it took so much time, and everything, like, they wouldn't even want to go through that again.
Bro, a lot of dark nights, like, you know, Charlie Flynn, I played with him a lot, and bro, him just telling me like the knowledge that he has of the game, bro, I don't know none of that. Like, he knows how to hit this shot, do this and all this, but that took a lot of time, and he probably missed out a lot on his life, you know, not going to parties and not doing stuff like that, because golf is a sport you gotta play every day. Like, we can go out tomorrow and we all on the track team, we can go get drunk, but it's like, after a while, we're going to be like, okay, we can go run and be good. Golf, nah, man. You got to be out there every single day, putting, chipping, at least something with a club in your hand.
Yeah. I saw a clip. This was a couple months back. This was a little while ago. And it was a more modernized, like, golf tournament, I guess. All I remember is it was a clip of a guy, I think it was the Live, like, LIV golf tournament. Yeah. The guy was playing, like, Kodak. You feel like that would help black people get into it if it was more modernized in the sense, you know, like more hip, fashion, cool.
Right. And I'm being, like, completely transparent with y'all. Like, when I go to Desert Classic or when I go to, like, different PGA events, there's nobody that look like us over there. And, like, slacks and FootJoy shoes and collared shirt and hat, a lot of people that I grew up with and played park ball with, that is not attractive to them. Like, what you seen with them playing Kodak, like Gremlin, like, and that in the background, and people, like, having fun, drinking and stuff like that.
That's not golf.
That's not golf. And I think certain times that there's other people that have been in the sport a long time, and they don't want to see that change.
It's that kind of old guard versus new guard.
Exactly.
Like when the 3-point line came and Steph Curry shooting threes.
Exactly.
And then big men start shooting. Big men should be on the block. Exactly. But now it's like the highest. You can't be a big man if you can't shoot at least the mid range.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's the thing. Like you said, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving, they was looking at them like they was doing sorcery. Like they was like, man, what the hell are y'all doing? But it's like there's a tournament in Arizona, the Waste Management, 16 hole. people drinking, people partying, people doing stuff like that. Like pros love those events.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think if you had more stuff like that,
hey, bring it to Puma. Bring it to Puma. Start y'all own. Start a little league like that.
Do something, man.
I promise you, it grow the sport.
Yeah,
especially in the culture. The culture is shifting with social media,
right? No,
man.
and there's more brands who's getting on board with it. Like they're going out and they're going to get people who's in the culture, and the people in the culture are black people. Yeah, because we know what culture look like, we know what fun look like, we know how to make money. Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of things. Like there's a group of guys who play in Detroit. It's called Golf Bros. Like I love watching these stuff. Like they talk about their scores. They do exit interviews. They be shooting like 140, 108. But bro, they having J's on. They playing Biggie. They playing 42 Doug. They playing. But they're having fun.
Yeah, it's content.
It's content.
This is big. People want content.
Exactly.
That's
like I'm talking to one of my friends who's playing on tour right now, and he's talking about, bro, I'm not having fun with this. But because
it's so serious all the time.
It's always serious. It's like when I'm
feel like a work environment. You in slacks. You in a button-up T-shirt.
Exactly. You come. We play at the Wetlands or we play at Muni. You can come there with T-shirts, shorts, J's on. We drinking. We having fun. It's fun, so then therefore you're loose, so now therefore you can play to your ability. Yeah. That's like why a lot of football players and a lot of basketball players like James Harden. James Harden, if he's not comfortable there, bro, you can see his playing decline. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's just like when CJ McCollum left Portland, he came to New Orleans. You could tell he was like a little bit more relieved because like I'm actually enjoying playing here, so I play better.
Speaking of New Orleans. Little detail, you're a Saints fan, huh?
I am a Saints fan.
How you feeling about them early predictions, preseason? You seen
early predictions? Oh, like 17 and 0. 17 and 0. 17 and 0. I don't see us losing to nobody. The only people I see us losing to is the IR. If we can stay healthy,
and the REFS.
Yeah. If we can stay healthy, I love Derek Carr. He's a lot more mobile than what we had before. I still think Alvin Kamara is the best running back in the league.
Michael Thomas think he gonna give a shot at playing this year. He gonna try and make it through the year.
I don't even want to talk about Michael Thomas. That's still real sensitive to me because you've been playing with our hearts for 3 years now. I think he can do it. I think he has that look on his face now that a lot of athletes, and y'all know what that look is like.
It's the year to get paid. Look.
It's that I need to make something shake. I think Chris Olave is probably the newest to come out, and everybody gonna be like, oh shit, we need to watch out for him. Dennis Allen. It's another story, but we're gonna rock with him. But hey, man, I'm happy about them Saints. I'm happy about football again.
Any Saints players you want to go out there on the course with?
Oh, and play? Yeah. Oh yeah, Demario Davis.
Demario Davis?
Yeah, Demario Davis. Holla at me. We gotta
see what we can do.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen because man, he's a man of God, man of his family. And he made some, like he was talking about some decisions that he made early that didn't define him, and I feel like I can, I can attest to some of that. Yeah. So that would be somebody I'd want to talk to. Derek Carr too, man. Both two men of God, both two men of family. That's two things I like to talk about.
17 and 0 Saints. I like the sound of that.
17 and 0 Saints, man. Super Bowl. We're bringing Derek Carr back to Vegas and letting him leave with that Lombardi, man.
Hey.
Shout out to Lante Taylor, to all them noobs out there too.
Yeah, we can actually get you on the course with Lante.
Yeah, we can make that happen for sure. Yeah, we can make that happen for sure.
All right, man. Any other questions you got for him? Nah. All right, man. End of the podcast. Y'all know what we do. We got a couple of would you rathers though. You know.
All right, let me hit you with it.
Yeah, we got to see how you pick your brain a little bit. Would you rather find a rat in your kitchen or a roach in your bed?
Dang. Oh, right in the kitchen.
Right in the kitchen.
Right in the kitchen, bro. I'm from the country. We can deal with that. Right in the kitchen.
The roach in the bed, that's where you sleep.
Yeah, that's where I sleep, bro. And you don't even much know that thing could be crawling on while you sleep.
Vulnerable while you sleep.
Yeah, man, I'd rather rat in the kitchen, though. Now, you talking about rat or mice?
Rat.
Ooh, rat kind of big. Like New York size rat?
Nah, we could do a little country rat.
A little country?
Like a country mouse.
Yeah,
so bigger than a normal mouse.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we could do that.
I'll go right in the kitchen.
I'll go right in the kitchen, too. Okay.
We could get rid of him.
No, in fact, might lose one in the bed. Roach in the bed, bro.
Yeah. Then them roaches, they multiply crazy.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. You got a nice little beard on you too. I ain't got no facial hair, but this
it's coming though.
This one. But look, would you rather have hair all over your body, just constantly growing, and you can't cut it, or be completely bald, no hair, no eyebrows, eyelashes, everything gone.
Oh, and I'm short. I gotta think about that because the beard really saving.
Yeah.
I gotta go completely bald.
Me too.
Yeah, I gotta do bald, bro.
Not being able to shave really put it over the top, son. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't cut it, but
I'm thinking about how I'm gonna get a job.
My thing is, hair on my head I'm not worried about. You could braid that and do stuff. This, if I just let it grow out, it's only gonna get to a certain length. I've never shaved my arms and stuff, so are we talking it's just gonna constantly grow like crazy hair, or is it like my level? Because my level now, I'll be fine.
Probably probably like 2 times more than this, bro.
2 times, I don't know if I could do that. Because like now, I could go without shaving. I haven't shaved my legs.
And I really call you a monkey, son.
Yeah. Can we get a write up on this? I'm just saying. Can we get a whole story about this? This is part of my story. What? This is where's HR at?
Sign him up. But nah, for real though. I just wouldn't want the back hair or the stomach hair.
Yeah, nah.
Can't go to the
be OD.
beach. Yeah, nah.
Ooh, yeah, nah. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Bro, like, son, getting out the shower and having hair all over you, son.
Wet.
Like,
man,
shower yourself off.
Yeah.
Like,
Then it's probably going to start stanking. You got to try and keep it maintained.
You're going to have to put deodorant everywhere.
All right, man. This probably. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or live for 100 years with many regrets? That's a tough one.
Tough.
That
is tough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, think about it.
Man.
20 a lot, but not a lot.
Yeah.
20 years, because then you'd be 44. You'd be. Shout out Barack.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll do the 20.
20 with no regrets?
Yeah. Just because
you gotta live.
If I lived another 100, I wouldn't even want to be alive.
Yeah.
If you're in good health, you could have seen your great-grandkids.
It's hard to be in good health.
Yeah.
At 120 something like.
Especially these days.
Like it'll get to the point where I'll be miserable.
Facts.
And then you got to see everybody around you kind of go. But I think I do the 20. I don't know. I think how bad are the regrets? Is it like if it's like normal life, like what I've been doing now? Because I got some regrets right now. I could live with that for 100 years. But 20.
Let's see, like job, like you was miserable with your job for like 40 years, or you was miserable in certain situations, like your relationships for that long.
Type of way I do it, I'm gonna get out of there.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I'm like, nah, I gotta go.
If it start to turn in my happiness on my peace, bro, I gotta go.
Yeah.
But I'd rather do another 20 with no regrets, bro.
Yeah. 20 with no regrets.
Yeah. I got a lot of regrets now. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to make them right. It's just like everybody.
You know what you're gonna regret if you don't start your own podcast, talk show, something like that.
I'm regretting that already.
Off camera, talk to me.
Yeah, no.
Off camera, talk to me.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. It's just trying to get that confidence level, but we're gonna get there. With your help, we're gonna get there.
Nah, it's easy. It's just taking that first step. Once you took that first step, then the next step gotta come.
Exactly.
For y'all who couldn't see, he took a step on.
Hey, don't worry. I had to. I was in your head.
He had to feel it. I just see where he was coming from with it.
You gotta take that step.
For real.
But real talk. You do gotta take that step. But that's all the would you rather's I have. I mean,
them was probably my favorite ones.
Would you rather's?
No,
this is like thinking.
Nah, that was fire. Them things, especially that last one, that stuff really made you think.
Yeah. But man, if we ain't got nothing else to say, man, it's your boy 3
Vex.
Shout out
TB.
Hey man, it's been a No Filter podcast. Tune in next week for the next one. We'll see y'all. Peace.